You are now listening to Nexxlegacy Radio, a radio station for the people.
Girls, tweets and stuff like that or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? She definitely brings a lot to the table. We want to say what's happening to Miss Jenny. Jenny, what's happening, girl? How do you do?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, wow. We're giving it
My Jenny, my Jenny. Hey, girl.
Hey, I miss you. Oh, my God.
I miss you, too.
Y'all got a little reunion thing going on right now.
Okay, I know.
When was the last time y'all didn't, kicked it in the same spot, though? When was the last time y'all actually saw each other?
Since the show.
Oh, wow. It's been that long?
Yes, it's been that long.
Wow.
Yes, we've been keeping in contact, but as far as us hanging out and kicking it, since the show.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
But when we do this together, it's going to be insane.
Yes, oh, my God. Y'all better get ready for that, and everybody better be there that's listening, wherever at it.
I'm already knowing. It sounds like I need to be a part of that, though, whenever y'all heard
Yes.
that. So, just make sure you invite your man, and we good.
Yes, you know you got to be a part of it. Yes.
Got that right. Now, Jenny, first off, you know what I'm saying, actually, Steph and Jenny, I want to welcome y'all both to this Tuesday Ladies Night and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out, and, keeping it real for the ladies and stuff like that. So what I need from Jenny with this topic at hand, and we're going to kick it off. We might as well kick it off as ill as the Ladies Night going to be. What made you come up? What made you come up with this topic, and why?
I've just been reading a lot, about people in the media. I know Chad Ochocinco was having his dating show, and I heard that he didn't want any black girls in his show. And then recently I read that Slim Thug said some really, ignorant things about black women, saying black women standards are too high, and we need to realize that most successful black men are extinct. So we as black women need to lower our standards. And that kind of pissed me off, especially when he started trying to compare black women and white women, which is doing a lot of ignorant stereotyping or making his opinions on black women just really ignorant comments that really got to me and made me, to the point where I was in tears at work talking to my coworker about it, because it's pure ignorance that's fueling our youth and fueling our black men. Self-hatred. I mean, you can hate yourself, unfortunately, but don't express your self-hatred for being African-American man and being African-American women on other people. You can keep that to yourself. That's your opinion, So that just really got me, heated, so mad. And I just felt like I need to say something about it. I need to vent. So that's where the whole topic came from.
Okay, well, let me speak on this. It's so crazy because I retweeted your tweet about Chad's show, and I had someone hit me up about it, and he was like something about he don't want ethnic women on his show because we're ghetto. So I tweeted him back. I was like, are you serious? So you're trying to say all ethnic women are ghetto? So then he came back and he was like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. All ethnic women are not ghetto. Only women for the hood are ghetto. I say, okay, well, when you do that on Twitter, make sure you rephrase it, because, you don't know how people are going to take this. And like I say, it offended me too, because I had just got through reading an article about Chad's show too, and I was like, you know what, it's so sad because, our men are on the rise, but they don't show none of us love when it comes to us sisters. They go to a whole nother race and prefer to, date them or make them bigger or whatever the case may be. And like I say, it's sad. It's sad, but it's true. Even they go back to that. Also could go with music videos. I don't mean to change the subject, but our ethnic men in hip hop is on the rise. But what do you see in videos? Do you see beautiful black sisters? No. You see Spanish or mixed girls in the videos. You know, so I mean, it's a sad thing. I mean, it's sad, but like I said, it's so true. It's reality. It's so realistic.
My thing is, I don't have an issue with a black man wanting to date a white woman, an Asian woman, a Spanish woman. I feel like you date who you like. You know, you love who you love, whether it's a man or woman. I don't care who you date. My thing is, it becomes a problem for me when you start bashing and saying one is better than the other, when you say one is more ignorant than the other, when you say one is more beautiful than the other. That's when I have a problem with that, because those are your opinions. That's your opinion. How ignorant it may be, that's your thoughts. And the problem with that is, when you're a public figure, such as an athlete or a musician, you have a pedestal so that you can speak out on it, and people will listen to you.
Yes,
so when
you're
you
right.
are doing all this negativity and you have millions of fans listening to your BS, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. Like, don't do that. Like, don't.
And I agree with you when you say, you know, you could date whoever you want to, black, white, green, whatever race. But when it comes down to, you know, you bashing ethnic women, then we have a problem, because I'm ethnic. You know what I mean? So I feel like I fit in that circle that you're talking about. So I totally agree with you on that. So that's where the problem come in at.
And you're right. I mean, as we hear on Tuesday Ladies Night with VH1, Steph Perry, and Jenny, my whole thing is this, especially when you have women like yourself kind of speaking out. You don't get too many women that do that, though. Why is that? Like, you ladies, and I'm pretty sure there may be other, you know, and I don't want to say secret society chicks, you know what I'm saying, that may be doing it under their own breath or whatever, but, you know what I'm saying, you don't hear too many people that, you know, okay, well, I got an issue. Let me go ahead and go touch a couple of 100,000 listeners like it is right now. About a subject like this, and I feel like there's not enough of you women actually speaking up on it. But Jenny and Steph, you ladies know this. Let's keep it one. This stuff's been going on for a long time. Long time.
See, one thing about me, you know, I'm outspoken and I'm gonna say what I have to say. You know, I'm gonna address, you know, if I feel, you know, threatened or whatever about what's being said. You know, and like you say, there's not enough women stepping out about this fact. Like me and Jen, you know what I'm saying, stepping up, of course, because we can, because that's just what we could do. But I most definitely agree with you on that. It's not enough of us, you know, stepping up on a situation.
And I think too, when it comes to a topic like that, like, you know, it's a lot of profiling going on. It's just like, you know, you ladies, you guys did the VH1 thing. You guys are profiled. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you go, it's going to be somebody that's going to not feel you because of either what you've done, how you look, or whatever. Like, Jen, this one's for you. What, I mean, for these people out here, because to me, I think it puts this whole society thing on a slant when people always want to try to say, hey, let's keep it real, stuff like that or whatever. That's not even keeping it real. You know, if you can't even keep it real with, you know, just how different or multicultural we all are, then, you know, you can't keep it real in this society. So what you think about, you know, how this whole thing is going to have an effect, not just on black women, but just in general, like if people trying to get jobs, if you have celebrity people saying that shit?
Right. I think that for me, being a darker-skinned African-American woman, I feel like people are going to look at me and judge me just because of the color of my skin, whether they think I'm going to. Some people might look at me without me saying a word, and they might think she must be loud, she must be ghetto, she must be ignorant, she must be a gold digger, she must not have an education, just by looking at me because of the color of my skin and because, you know, because of whatever. The people judge from not even knowing. And I feel like when you have people like Slim Thug saying that black women are, you know, are gold diggers or black women expect too much, like, you're judging without even, you don't know every black woman in the world. You don't know them.
Right.
And I was looking at the new Essence magazine. I was Jada Pinkett Smith on the cover, and in big writings it said, "My black is beautiful." And I was thinking to myself, why do we have to have, why do we have to say my black is beautiful? You don't look at, magazines cater to Caucasians, and they don't say my white is beautiful, my white is power, my white is the best.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe.
Hey, Jen, you on point too, because it's like, yeah, you don't hear nobody saying, yeah, I got a different shade of white, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And I feel like sometimes we have to, as a black culture, reiterate to ourselves that we are just as worthy as anybody else. And it's okay that we do that, but I feel like there's a problem in that in itself. Even though it's uplifting us as a culture, I feel like it's a problem because you would think in 2010 you wouldn't have to continually sit here and say, my black is beautiful. White folks don't say, my white is the best. Spanish women don't say, my tan skin is the best. Right. Why do we have to see that? Because we have men like them bringing us down. They're still stuck in this whitewash mentality that dark is bad, dark is horrible. You know what I mean? You the house, you outside in the field, and I'm in the house. Negro.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck in that type of mentality.
Yeah. So what did you get from that, Jen? When you saw that on the cover, when she said my black is beautiful, and her being a light-skinned woman, what did you get from that? Because I know how I feel from her seeing that. So how did you feel?
When I see, I don't really look at black women like light skin, dark skin. In my eyes, I don't see that. But I know a lot of society sees light skin up here at the top and dark skin down here at the bottom. I see Jada Pinkett just as a black woman, just like me and you. I see Alicia Keys as a black woman, just like me and you. She's a black woman. Whether her shade is just as white as, Sandra Bullock or just as dark as Whoopi Goldberg. She's a black woman. And nobody's going to tell her she's not. But in society's eyes, and sometimes in men's eyes, they might see her as better, and see me as less educated, see me as less attractive, because of the color of our skin, which is ignorant. We all breathe the same, we have the same organs. We're exactly the same. We're identical. Our skin color shouldn't dictate our beauty, our intelligence, our worth. Like, it's ridiculous.
And before we take this caller from the 917, this is Tuesday Ladies Night with VH1, Steph Perry, Jen in the house as well, and you listeners. And one thing I want to say too, Jen, like you made a perfect point, because I've always. Now, when you grow up as a child, you grow up as an adult, and you actually will have a choice, either, how you was raised, or, you have your own beliefs and things like that. As you get older, you make your own choices and stuff like that. So, there is my whole thing that I never really understood was, like, when people say they have a preference when it comes to dating or seeing a certain race, color. Oh, no, she got to be light-skinned, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, she got to be super chocolate with an ass, and, you know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, she got to be Mexican, or she got to be white with an ass, or she got to be this with that, or this with that. Never understood it to this day. And to me, I don't think how, see, I always feel like this, and I ain't trying to get too deep on the listeners and y'all, but, I always feel like, we was put on this earth to serve. We was also put on this earth to actually, basically, when you think about it, test ourselves, not just our self-restraint, but also ourselves internally, to figure out exactly how this world is going to work and where you need to fit in this world. So I've never seen it just as, either or. You know what I'm saying? It's, hey, you know what, I'm going to rock with the chick that makes me feel good inside, that makes me feel, you know what I'm saying, like I want to start a relationship with her or a friendship or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it was never based off color. It was never based off, what you had on the outer part, because we all know that stuff's going to crumble, and, we're all dirt anyways, you know what I mean, when you think about it. You know what I'm saying?
You're
so
right.
I never really saw that as that. And the way that things are right now, it's a damn shame. But I'm going to let you guys actually say a little bit about that. Let me take this caller calling from the 917. Welcome to Tuesday Ladies Night with host Steph Perry, Brand, and Jenny. What's happening?
Hey, Brandon, Sophia.
Sophia, what's up, girl?
What's up? Hey, guys. What's up?
Hi, Sophia.
Long time no hear from. What's good? How you been?
I know it's been a while, like it's been a minute, but I've been good, just, doing school, and now I'm in like a summer program for music, so I've been going back and forth to rehearsals, so it's just, I've been just everywhere, so.
I like to hear that. You know what I'm saying? These young ladies trying to make it go with her career. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? That is what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ladies trying to make it happen. Now, Sophia, I know you didn't heard the conversation because you've been listening for a minute, so, you know what I'm saying, what's your whole take on the whole deal? Like, now before you even mention that, Jen, I was looking at some of the stuff that Slim Thug put out there, and, I had somebody put something out on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, that kind of just, like, shook me to, I didn't really understand, but I'm going to let Sophia make her comment about it, and I'm going to mention it to y'all tonight. Go ahead, Sophia.
Okay.
What's your whole take on the whole deal?
Well, whoever was previously speaking, kind of put out points that I was going to say, but I think it's just crazy how they just down a majority based on a few, and it's just, like she said, you don't hear white women or whatever saying, my white or whatever, and it's just weird that, even with ourselves, we have women who, well, I don't like her because she's dark, and, I'm light, and they have this whole thing that, light is better, and it's just really sad that, black men would do this to black women, but then again, you have women who really don't, how do I say it, like, don't kind of step up. They kind of feed into the stereotypes that are already buzzing around, because I've had people come up to me, well, you're quiet for a black girl, or you're pretty for a black girl, and I'm like, I'm what? They're like, yeah, because, I thought maybe you would be kind of rude and ghetto, and, every time they say a black girl, they always think that she's going to be ghetto, or if she has long hair, it's instantly a weave, and I'm like, why can't it be murder? I mean, me, I wear weaves, because I'm playing through my hair all the time. But, for the women who do, it's like, why does it instantly have to be a weave? And why do they think only black women wear it, because I know plenty of Caucasian women who have, a few tracks. I know people of every, race, because I have a majority of different friends, And it's just sad how they just down on black women, like we're the only ones who do things, and and it's just, I don't know, it's crazy,
Yeah.
Now are you dark skinned, Sophia?
See, I'm like in the middle.
Okay, so you're caramel.
I'm like a dark caramel.
Dark caramel. Okay, I got you. Okay.
See, and see, that's my whole thing too, ladies. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are trying to we like profiling our, like, yeah, I'm a darker shade of caramel. Like, I'm extra dark chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I'm white chocolate. I'm a young. Come on, people, stop that. Stop. Like, Sophia, I feel what you're saying. But I'm just saying, everybody does that. Everybody does that. Like, who trains themselves to even kind of, hey, I'm African American chick, I'm African American dude. Like, what's the problem? Why do I actually have to say I'm caramel, I'm dark chocolate, or
you're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No, like,
yeah.
who does, like, but see, you know what? That's the power of what a lot of people actually does, though, right? They want you to, like, put yourself in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people can actually go say, hey, you know what? This is what we need to do, or this is what we need to look at, because, hey, she just put herself in that box, right? You know what I mean? And that's not fair. But what I was saying, and this is Tuesday Ladies Night, you know what I'm saying, with your man Brandon and co-host Steph Perry and Jenny. My whole thing is this, like, when it comes to, I've seen the Slim Thug little comments and stuff like that, and yeah, to me, let's keep it one. That dude was point blank wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand that, but then I was looking at Twitter comments, and there was some, I don't know who it was, I know it was a celebrity dude at the time, but he was saying something like, to the effect of, oh, okay, well, if y'all hating on what Slim Thug said, then, it goes to show you how shallow a lot of women are, because it's a lot of women out there that actually go, basically stereotype men as well. So
that was,
I'm gonna put this on Jen, and then Steph, you can come in right after that. But You know, Jen, what is your take on what that person said? Like I said, I'll try to find the person who said it, because I don't have a problem naming names at night, though. Huh?
Brandon, that was solid quality. That's what I think.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
I'll say that.
Crack report right there on ladies' night. You dig? Nah, but Jen, what's that? What's your take on that, though, sweetheart?
Can you repeat again what he said? He said, what did he say?
Nah, he said that, you know, for everybody hating on what Slim Thug say, you know, a lot of people shouldn't basically be hating because a lot of women stereotype men as well. Being they want to do as far as different shade, you know, do with the big things, do with a big chest, do with a big everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that you know, categorize men as well.
Right, and like I said earlier, it's okay to have, you know, your preference, you know.
Yeah.
My problem with Slim Thug is that he's a public figure, and he's outright, as a black man, outright saying, black women do X, Y, and Z. I don't like black girls because of X, Y, and Z. Now, you don't have any intelligent black women who's in the public eye saying, oh, well, black men don't do nothing. All they do is, you know, make babies and don't take care of them. All they do is rob and gang bang, want to be a rapper, want to be, you know, always want to be something. They're not good. They no good. I'll take me a white man over a black man. Now, what black public woman have you ever heard down a brother over for a white man? Not that there's anything wrong with Caucasian people, but you're not going to hear a lot of black women say, oh, he's no good. White men are way better than black men. I'll take a white man over a brother any day. You don't hear it. And that's the problem, because black women stand by their men because they're the one who made these black men. Of course, we hope to make our black men into strong, educated, successful men, but where did they fall off at? Where did they fall off bashing women that look like their mother? Where did they get off saying that white is better than black or dark, or brown or dark? Like, where do you get off saying that? You don't have public women preaching this nonsense to society. Now, yeah, you might have your homegirls might say, you know, he ain't good for nothing. He get on my damn nerves because he didn't do X, Y, and Z. But that's not on a public scale. Right. He's not going, you know, and writing in the newspaper, black men don't do nothing, black men are lazy bums. You don't hear, you don't see it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you're going to take to our own magazine, you're going to take to Vibe magazine, a black magazine, and bash our own women? Like, you dirty. You are filthy, dirty dogs.
Yes.
I totally
agree. I totally agree. Like, Jen just said it best. I mean, when it comes to preferences, I think we all have our preferences as women, too. But like she said, when you go to the public eye with this, then there's a problem. You don't see ethnic women doing this. You see ethnic dudes, you know, in the public eye doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think like this, especially when it comes to preference. Like, you know, we all knows what's gonna, you know, rise your, you know, float your boat, or, you know, get your juices flowing, or, you know what I'm saying? You're going to know when you meet that certain person. That certain person doesn't have to just be black, white, you know, blue, brown, green, purple. You know what I mean? You will know. You will know because you will feel it. Not just in your heart, but you will feel the attraction that you have for this person or whatever. So that I understand. I understand that because, you know, like I said, I don't particularly have a flavor, like, you know, like the fellas put it, because, Jen, you know what time it is. Steph, you know, too. Sophia, you know, like, you know, you get there, yo, word, you know, I got a certain flavor chick. She got to be vanilla and woo, 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 woo. I'm just saying. That's what I hear. I hear that shit all the time. So I'm putting it out there just to kind of let people know, like, you know, to me, I think that's another one of those little society killers. Like when you already put your mind state in a box, when you put yourself in a box and try to, you know, say, hey, this is what I want, this is only what I want, and this is it. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something personal, and I know if there's people out there listening, they oops, you know what I mean. But now my daughter's mom has like 6 brothers. Give or take one or two. 6 brothers. Every brother that she has currently to this day, June 8, 2010, they are dating either a Filipino, white, etc., etc., etc. Whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying them, but I'm just saying the people that I've been around. Yeah, like you said, Jen, the Slim Thug comments. Those are comments that a lot of men is actually putting out there. So it's not just on a national scale. It's also, in your own backyard. In your own backyard, exactly. And to me, I think, and you can kind of elaborate a little bit more on this, Jen, like I feel like this, that the more minds that's out there that's closed, the more jacked up the society is going to be. And then, our kids, because I have a daughter, and I try to teach her to just like, hey, you know what, you play with anybody that makes your heart feel good. If your heart don't feel good, come talk to me about it. You know what I mean? And explain to me why you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of help educate her. But, a lot of it kind of starts when you have, it's at a young age, and I kid you, the 6 brothers, there's a little one that's, I'm not saying little because this man's, he's like a man now. He's like 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? He fell into that same trap, got a little white girlfriend. And that pattern is just like there, and I don't really understand why it is, though.
You know what? Let me comment for Jen, comment too. Like you say, it start from probably like kids coming up. Well, now it's starting from kids coming up. Because I was on World Star Hip Hop looking at some videos of some kids, and they were showing like paintings of different ethnic girls and boys, and the children was pointing to the lighter skinned people or the lighter skinned kids. So that's what they are learning growing up, so that's what they learning as they coming up, being an adolescent. So it's crazy. Like, it's starting from kids now. So now kids are being infected with this craziness.
Brainwash. Yeah, it is brainwash, and I know exactly what Stephanie's talking about. They actually asked the kids, they said, point to which one is prettier, and they point to the white doll or white thing. They said, which one do you want to look like? And they point to the white one. Which one do you want to be your friend? They point to the white one. Which one is the mean one? Of course, they point to the little black girl. She mean.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And, I can call from my own experience being a darker-skinned woman. Like, when I was younger, I didn't like being dark-skinned. I did not like it at all. And it, hurts me to actually say that, but, being a child and being ignorant, I didn't know, what my beauty was. Kids will call me ugly, you're black, you got a big head, you got a big nose, you got a big lips, you're ugly, you're a cockroach, all types of ignorant stuff, and that, really took a toll on myself as a young black girl, not accepting being a young black person. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have this, go ahead. You go ahead, Jen.
Yeah. I felt like the reason why I felt like that is because, not just because the kids were picking on me, but I didn't have anyone that I could look up to besides my mother, who's a more fair-skinned woman. There was no one else I could look at on TV or in the magazines or any cartoons that I could relate with. There was no black girls that looked like me. No brown-skinned girls, with kinky hair, thick lips, and thick nose like me. They didn't look like me. No leading actresses in movies didn't look like me. No Power Ranger looked like me. Hell, no cartoon characters looked like me.
Yeah.
She said no Power Ranger. You stupid.
And they barely got Barbies now that's your color,
Right.
So, Barbie, all that.
She said Power Ranger. Good Lord.
Where do I relate? Who can I say? Who do I relate? And I asked my girlfriend today, I said, name me one superstar, one model, one superstar besides Naomi Campbell and Kelly Rowland and Gabrielle Union. Name me a bad brown-skinned chick. Name me one. Name one. Can y'all name one? Just one.
You're
It's a shame. It's pathetic because society doesn't want us to get any shine. All it takes is one. Thank God for Michelle Obama, but where are they? We're here. Hell, why did we get pushed aside? I don't understand.
No, and for the record, and for the record too, and like I said, it says Tuesday Ladies Night with your host Brandon, co-host Steph Perry and Jenny, both rocked out heavy on VH1. And for the record, these two women are, like I said, not even trying to put them in a profile. They the same to me. Beautiful women. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, one got height, one probably shorter. One, you know what I'm saying. It's not even about that though. But you look at them for the individuality that they have. These are beautiful chicks, and I ain't even saying that just to be able to toot y'all horn, like And even Sophia, for that matter, girl, you look good too. So goddamn, like I don't even. That's my thing. Like we teaching kids out here, like, hey, you know what? Go holler at the lighter one, because the lighter one is the one that's gonna win at the end of the day. And then see, that's not even fair. And see, that kind of goes back as far as how influential a lot of people are, because you take the you take the Chad Ochocinco's, and like I said, I need to comment on that because I did, I know he has a little reality show coming, and I don't want to promote that, but at the same time, it's funny how you have these high profile people when they talk about doing shows and stuff like that. End of the day, it's like, okay, well, I need to affiliate myself who I'm more attracted to, but how come you can't put a whole bunch of different people in there, and then whatever's gonna make you feel on the inside better than how you feel on the outside, then that's what you go with. But like I said, it's a whole lot of people, and when I say a whole lot of people, I'm talking about millions and damn near billions of people that feels like this, and I'm just still searching for answers though.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Go ahead, Steph.
Okay. I agree. I agree that our ethnic women, especially in the public eye, that feel some kind of way about that, need to step up, and say something, because a lot of people will look at models or actors in the public eye and really take heed to what they say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think they really need to step up and say something about it.
Right.
Yes, it's going to take people like us and doing it on a consistent basis, not doing it once a year. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, if you do it once a year, people going to lose it. It's just like, leftovers are good, but goddamn, like, you know what I'm saying? We need to keep this movement going, like, period. Like, that's my whole thing. I don't really understand. It's just like, certain people, hey, we're gonna go save the whales, and it'd be a whole big push, and you only hear about it for a week, and then you don't hear nothing else after that. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. And to me, as a man, since I'm gonna put another guy on the line in a little bit, what I'm saying, but my whole thing is this: as a male, I feel like that's the wrong way to try to go reach out to people, as far as hey, you know what, like I'm an artist, dude, like not just radio, you know what I'm saying. I got a cool 9 to 5, and I do music, but like if I was to ever do music, I want to do music with a video included. I'm putting everybody under the sun in, all nationalities, because you know why?
Yes.
That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got to be involved in this, not just a certain race or a certain this or a certain that. I don't care of the body type. I don't care how it is. Now, you may like it. You may not like it out there in America, but goddamn it, I can sleep easy knowing that, you know what, this was the illest thing that I ever did. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because of how comfortable I am with certain things, and I don't really, it's just a real black eye when it comes to it, because it's kind of like, Jen, you don't really have, like, a solid answer as far as to why, but we all know the impact that society has on it, right?
Right. Society has a big impact, and these superstars have an even bigger impact. For example, if Kanye West decided that instead of dating Amber Rose, I'm going to date Jenny Jones, do you think that the boost of black woman becoming the next it thing to have on your arm would rise because Kanye got a bad, dark-skinned chick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me go grab me a dark-skinned chick that's better than Jenny because I like dark skin now. Like,
right.
why do we have to come in as a fad? Like, why can't we just be us?
Yeah.
Like, why does it take a conversation like this in 2010? You know what I mean? Like, why does it take this? It's like so disheartening. It's ridiculous.
And even when you look at like media and blogs and things, like any celebrity, they go, "Oh wow, he's dating a white girl," or "Look who so and so's new eye candy. It's a black girl," And it's like, why does it matter what the color is? Like, a woman's a woman. It's not based on the color. It's based on how she is on the inside, what her personality is like. And I'm like, whatever. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and people feed into it too.
Yeah, I mean, and they lead into it, and then they take it and run with it, like 50 miles plus, and light speed run with it to the point where it's just like you scratch your head and you don't make no sense, and then you get messy and air out your whole, because you got to think about it, that's like a part of racism too, though. You know what I mean? It's like segregation in society, and that's how it's been played. Like, you go back and it's out there real heavy, but you know what I'm saying? It's not just stereotypical or stereotyped, but it's also like a form of racism too. And we're gonna talk about a lot more of this on Tuesday Ladies Night with your host Branded, co-host Steph Perry, Jenny, all from VH1's Frank. The Frank Entertainer Show. If y'all want to call in, make sure you go ahead and rock that number, 347-215-8653. Press the 1 button. Wave your hands like you just don't care. I got to put my man DJ Vito V in the house before we put in the 925, because I think I know who that is. But we want to say, what's happening to Vito? What's up? What's up, bruh?
Hey,
What's happening, man?
Hey, just chilling, working, and coming out with this mixtape for the fans and for you guys also. You beautiful woman,
Okay.
I know you've been listening, man. You've been listening since the start of the show, bruh. So give me your opinions.
I really think, every color is equal, like I was saying on the chat board in here. And nobody said anything about the, I see more, in my opinion, black men dating white women, in my opinion, in my honest opinion. But I think that's messed up, too. Like I'm saying, like all colors are equal. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you're purple, like you guys were saying. Purple, blue, pink. I don't care what color you are, as long as you're a nice person and you're real with yourself and you work, and you don't even have to work hard. You just have to be real with yourself and real with the people you deal with. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? And to be honest, I mean, I think you see a lot of that, and and I had this email, Jen, Steph. You ladies are gonna probably be, shocked and be like, irritated, because when I just read it, and I'm like,
I already know that,
I can't believe it.
I already know. Lord have mercy.
But before, and to me, it's just so like, I'm gonna read it first, but I'm gonna read it in a little bit, but I'm gonna put this 925 caller in, because I think we got to get this one in on this panel as well. 925, holla if you hear me. What's happening? Welcome to Tuesday Ladies Night.
Hello. This is Cece.
Hey.
Hi.
Cece, my girl. What's happening, sweetie? How you doing?
Nothing, baby. I'm good. I'm great now. Thank you for having me. I got a cold, though. I just came from the beach and I'm all sick. But thank you guys for having me.
No problem. And you still did your shoot in Santa Cruz while you sick, sweetheart? Did you do your shoot?
Yes, I did. We go hard. We got to get it done.
I know you killed it, too. You killed it, huh?
Oh, yeah. They had to kick me off the beach. The state ranger. The state ranger.
I know that's right.
I heard
they
that.
blessed us. Oh, yeah.
That. And if y'all don't know, she is definitely one of the hottest models in the Bay. If y'all need to follow her on Twitter, hit her up at Candy Girl
Thank you.
Candy Girl CECE. And I'm gonna blend you into this topic of conversation that we have. And first, I want to thank you for coming on and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate you actually taking
no problem.
the time out to hang out with us. And
no problem.
you amongst a lot of power listeners right now. I mean, we turned up heavy, and plus you got two beautiful ladies as well. Actually, three. I'm sorry. We got three beautiful ladies. We got VH1s. From the Frank Show, we got Steph Perry. You know what I'm saying? We got Jenny in here as well, and my girl
ladies.
from the 917, Sophia, in the house as well. So I definitely appreciate you coming in. Now, topic at hand, we talking about just a lot of stuff going on because I'm pretty sure you probably seen the Slim Thug comments, the actual Chad Ocho.
No, I don't follow Slim Thug. I stopped following Slim Thug because he talked about Spike Lee a long time ago, like last year. So I don't even know his comments.
All right. Well, you know what? They put a lot of stuff out there about, black male celebs is basically bashing, black women as far as, putting black women in a box, like, stereotyping and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, a lot of, what did he say, Jen? Like, a lot of black women, need to lower their standards or something like that as far as, when they start looking for men or whatnot.
He said that black women need to lower their standards because successful black men are extinct, and white women treat their men like king and cater to their men. He said that he has a biracial girlfriend, and she is submissive to him, and she doesn't ask him for any money or any gifts or anything like that. But a black woman, all she wanted to do is say, give me this, give me that, and, doesn't know how to treat a man. So we need to lower.
Well, I mean, I don't want to speak for the majority of black women, but most of us are in those, extremely, as a race, we're not in that extremely wealthy category. So a lot of times we ask for things from those who are supposed to care about us because, I mean, if the person who cares about you doesn't want to do for you, who else is supposed to do for you? And not to say that you shouldn't do for yourself, but I'm just saying, if you can't go to the one that you trust, I mean, who are you supposed to go to? Right. So, I mean, if you find somebody who's not going to ask you for anything, I mean, that's great if that's what you're looking for. But, I mean, material things are only going to be here. I mean, they're going to outlast you. So, for real, I mean, what's wrong with giving? I mean, if you got it to give, that's all I feel.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing too.
But I mean, I guess it makes people feel better to give to those who not asking. I mean, I guess.
No, and you know what? That to me, I think we and I said this earlier. We all put on here. I feel like life is a test, and we all put on here for a reason. We put on this earth for a reason, and I always feel like to me, I think the biggest thing you could do is when you say, like I say, I put myself here. I'm here to serve. You know what I mean? I'm here to do it in a way like I'm not saying I'm flawless because I think we all make mistakes and stuff like that. But I always feel like in the core of my soul that what I'm saying, we put on here for a reason to be able to make an impact and it's bigger than that on a global scale because I feel like this whole society and the way we run things, and I said this on another show. Like I feel like we're all different for a reason, just so they can be able to see if we can get along. You know what I mean? Or just to be able to see if we can be able to kind of go down that path of righteousness to make not just yourself whole, but other people around you whole as well. You know what I mean? So when you have negativity, when you have negative comments, and like I said, I'm not trying to get too deep and spiritual on you people, but I'm just speaking what's from my heart though. But and when you do have comments like that from Slim Thug and millions of other people that actually will say certain things like that, it trips me out because that's defeating the purpose of why you're here. Why you here is to make not just an impact and live the life better for yourself, but if you have children, live it for your children. If you have a spouse, live it for your spouse. You know what I'm saying? But the core of it is to live it for yourself and just to make an impact. Because believe me, before I'm dead and gone, I want everybody to know who the hell I am. You know what I mean? Like, the people that's around me. I definitely do, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I have an email from this lady, which trips me the hell out because I never understand why somebody would actually have this, but she's entitled to her opinion, and that's most deaf. You know what I'm saying? She said she will only, and she said she's a Caucasian woman, she would only date black men because they make better babies. And she wants her child, to be in the middle, like she put it. She wants her child to be a mixed baby because now the way society is, you have to be light skinned, and if you're not light skinned, then you're not gonna get opportunities and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
No, that's wrong.
Society's
sounds
been
absurd.
like that. Society's been like that. We've been ran by the Caucasian race for the past 400 years. Well, light skin was the right skin. I mean, but now that Obama's here, I mean, I guess being mixed is supposed to be what the end is right now. But again, we shouldn't look at race, but in this society, that's what we focus on a lot. I mean, people were just judged, categorized, and classified according to race because that's what's easiest, what I can see in front of me, you know?
Right.
Well,
Go
I
ahead,
had
Jen. I know
I had a white guy tell me.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sophia.
Well, I had a white guy tell me that he was like, oh, you were so beautiful. He's like, yeah, I know our babies have some big butts too. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, cause you know you black girls, y'all got the curves and the butts and the, you know, if you don't have the butt, you have the breasts, you know. So I just want my girl to be. I was like, what? Like, where did you even come from?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like either or.
That's like I guess a topic that I was getting ready to speak on, because sometimes I think that, and this might be going a little bit off topic, but sometimes I think that everybody kind of wants to fit the medium of beauty. White women want to be darker. They want to have tan skin, so they want to tan all day. They want to have bigger lips, so they get lip injections. Black women, some darker black women might want to stay out in the sun because they don't want to get too dark. Some might want to bleach their skin because they want to be lighter, low chem. You know,
Right.
Some might want to get their nose smaller because it's too ethnic. You want chinky eyes like Asian women. Asian women don't want chinky eyes, so they cut their eyelids off. They want to have blonde hair. They don't want to look too. So it's kind of like everybody doesn't. They don't want to accept who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
They
grass
don't
is always greener.
So I feel like a lot of times people try and, blend. They try and get to that medium. And I think a lot of times maybe that woman who wrote that, I guess she thinks in her mind the medium is, and the most beautiful is, in her mind, the way society might see, is right in the middle, right between black and white. A cream, brownish, tannish color, curly hair because it's not too straight, because you can't do nothing too straight. It's not too kinky because you can't do nothing with something too kinky.
Right.
Quote unquote. So they feel like if it's right in the middle, then they'll be perfect. They'll be beautiful. But, I mean, that's what we need to go to accept who you are. Asians need to accept their chinky eyes. Blacks need to accept their kinky hair. Blondes need to accept, whites need to accept, their fair skin. Like, it is what it is. And you're going to be like that.
I think all people are beautiful. I think all beautiful.
Yeah.
All people are beautiful. Even kids, Kids
Nah,
like
you know what? Let me correct you, bro. Nah, all people are not beautiful. Let me say that. Not even trying to take nobody like that though. I'm not even trying to do that. Like all people not, because you got to really look at it. Like they hearts. Some of these people attitudes and their hearts are ugly. Like seriously, like you could be drop dead gorgeous, fine, supermodel, everything, but your whole vibe is ugly to me. Like all people are not beautiful. You rock, hopefully, knock on wood, and you pray that, you know what I'm saying, you align yourself with enough people that fits your circle, you know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that no more. I believe, what I believe in just making sure as far as going through life, when you have comments like that, and like I said, I'm a dude, and I could safely say from the bottom of my heart that, hey, you know what, I have no preference. You will never, ever hear me say, oh, you know what, I got to date a white chick, you know what I mean? Or I'm just going to strictly stick with blacks because it's I'm open. You know what I'm saying? My heart is open, and then whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying, that's going to feel that heart, and, we're compatible and stuff like that, then let's go. Let's do it together. Let's make this plan work. And I can give a damn about, the whole mixing of the, hey, you know what, black man, white chick, light-skinned baby, like, who cares? Like, that shouldn't even be the reason that you would bring a child into this earth anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, that to me, and I'm just saying that to baby girl, like, your whole thing is kind of skewed screwed up because to me, what is the purpose of bringing a child into this earth? I always feel because, like I said, I always look at my daughter and I always say, hey, you know what, even though I'm not, you know, with her mom, we brought you here because, you know, not just the love that we share, like the baby, the child that I want to raise, I want to see her do way better than me. And have her in a future, I want her to have a future way better than mine. And if I'm living great, you know, I want her to be greater. And I'm just saying that just to kind of put, and it ain't got no color to do with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's just how I feel. But Steph, like, you know, when it comes to, you know, stuff like that with the comment, I mean, you know, what's your opinion? Because I'm getting more emails as we come. But go ahead, tell me your opinion.
I'm totally like speechless about that because that's why I haven't even answered. You know, it's just all effed up. Everything's just effed up how people just see stuff. You know, so that's why I'm just kind of quiet and just listening to you guys because, like I say, I'm just speechless on that. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's sad, but it's so true.
No
yes,
doubt.
it's sad, but it's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is sad. I feel like sometimes black men, of course, they think the same way that she thinks. I want to have an exotic baby. I want them to have, quote, unquote, good hair. Like, I want this. I want my kids to look like X, Y, and Z, which I think is ridiculous if that's the only reason why you're dating that person, because you want their feature, you know. But if you just have a preference for, you know, white men or white women, fine, do your thing. Like, but for you to try and, like, you're trying to mix and create just because you think this is what's beautiful, you know, you make, like you said, you make babies out of love, you know, you're not trying to, you know, create cultures. I mean, you know, like, I don't know.
I mean, life has to go on. I mean, the human race has to continue. Whether it's going to be more successful in a lighter skin or more successful in a darker skin, it's just going to be determined, you know, how we interact with each other now. And being in America where it is so many mixed races, I mean, just by being in this country, you're saying to yourself, it's okay for me to interact with different people of different colors and races, and leaving yourself open to the fact that, you know, later down the line, your blood may not look like you. So I think just being this the melting pot that it is, that eventually, like, the whole race is going to just, I mean, at least in this part of the world, it's just going to go to a more middle color. It's not going to be white. It's not going to be black. It's just going to be, you know, a mixture.
And see, what you said right there makes perfect sense, just for the simple fact that, you know, we shouldn't even look at it as a color anyways. Like, you know, and I don't even want to go back 400 years and the slavery and all that stuff, but I mean, you know, even back then, it's kind of like, you know, it's gotta be something that's gotta be better than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate on me just because I'm a black dude or a black chick, or you can't hate on me because I mean, you know, come on now. I don't think you was built or you was put on here to be able to go through that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like, you know, maybe it was because, you know, you look at it. It's like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying this. There's millions of people, millions, that feel the same way that my girl with the email and Slim Thug and Ocho Cinco and stuff like that or whatever, and we ain't even gotten a T.O. yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got on that dude yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this call. This is Tuesday Ladies Night. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by your man Branded, VH1, Steph, Perry, and Jenny. Let me take this call from the 214. You in the house tonight on Tuesday Ladies Night. What's happening?
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is gone.
Hi.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Is this my girl?
Hey. Extra.
Charmise. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't know who she is, my girl Extra. Y'all know she was on For the Love of Ray J 2 on VH1 as well. Now, Charmise. Now I know you probably heard a little bit of the convo, but like I said, we in here on Tuesday Ladies Night. We VH1'd up in this house tonight. Golly.
What's up? Representing already.
Steph, Perry, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? We got Sophia up in here. She's not VH1, but she's still part of the Ladies Power panel. You know what I mean? We got model extraordinaire CC in the house as well as yourself. So,
hello.
You know what I'm saying? So we ill tonight with ladies turned up heavy. So, I mean, what you think about this whole, you know, black male celebs just bashing black women, honey? Because I know you probably been hearing this, seeing it on Twitter, all that stuff too.
You know what? I decided to unfollow those people who are bashing black women because you as a black man are supposed to uplift your black women. You know, women, number one, were created for men, and if you're going to sit there and disrespect us or make us feel like we're any less than, you know, a woman, your woman, then you suck and you don't deserve respect. You know, whether you're a millionaire or, you know, you're just some thug hanging on the street with his pants hanging to his ankles. You disrespect any woman, regardless of her color, you are not a man. Like, I don't care what type of esteem or, you know, what type of position these men hold. And I'm not just talking about Slim Thug or whoever else. I'm talking about any man. Because there are a lot of men out here, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, in the news, who, you know, disrespect women and who discredit us, who discredit single mothers, who discredit the struggling students or, you know, the studious people, who discredit all women. And I just think that they suck very badly. I mean, there's not even another word for it. You suck. I mean, seriously, like, I was reading some of the comments, you know, that were put on Twitter today, and, like, one of the comments that Slim Thug had, he was like, all ladies send naked pics so I can put it in my house, and then there were women like, oh, you know, make sure, you know, I sent you one. Like, what the, I mean, excuse my language, like, you said you heard it?
No, I say they thirsty.
I mean, thirsty for what? All he gonna do is look at you naked, and he ain't gonna pay you.
Exactly.
He's gonna be on his wall naked for people to come over there and be like, hey, is that what you call it? Yeah, that's her. She just some, you know, such and such, such and such. Look at the name that you have developed for yourself just because you decided to put a naked picture out there just for some nigga to look at you. Excuse my language.
No, you good, baby. You good.
You're right, Father.
Yeah, and they probably some groupies, you know, that'll do some mess like that. Like, get real.
I mean, but why? This is what I was saying earlier on Twitter. I was saying, like, I don't get why these ladies, you know, call themselves the B word. Like, I'm a bad B, you know, I'm the baddest B in the game. Okay, why do you want to be a B word? Like, do you not know what a B is? Like, it's a female dog in heat. Like, are you just saying that you're just that much in heat for sex? I mean, really? Because that's what you're saying about yourself. It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. If you're going to call yourself a name, call yourself beautiful or intelligent. I'm an intelligent woman. Don't say I'm the bad bee. Like, okay?
But you know what, Sharmisa, like, you know, my whole thing is, too, especially, you know, like I said, all day, you know, from a male's point of view, like, you know what I'm saying, when you backed into a society corner like that, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, like we gotta put some blame on some of the ladies as well. The ladies that, to me, I feel like, you know, some of the ladies don't have a strong enough mind to be able to blow past that. Like,
look, and you know what?
I think I'm more than just a bitch. I'm a lot more stronger than, you know what I'm saying, what some of these dudes is giving me credit for. So then they take that low route. Go ahead, baby.
In part, that's because the women have such low self-esteem. Because if you look at it, like, if you sit down and talk to these ladies, like, what I do sometimes, I'll go to, like, different strip clubs or whatever, and instead of me, you know, actually, you know, watching the entertainers, I'll pull the girls aside, you know, just as another woman and kind of get their perspective. Why are you in here? Why are you doing this? And you'll be amazed at some of the stories that I get. Some of those girls have such low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Okay, because they've been hurt by so many men. They've been raped or molested. You know, they feel like that's the only way for them to feed their kids. They're strung out on drugs. They need encouragement. Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that, because I know, like, a lot of exotic dancers, I know it's the same thing. Like, they done been molested or something or been hurt by men, so they think that's the only way to go.
But what they don't realize is that they are just putting themselves in a more, you know, objectifying situation.
Yeah.
You know, you have been hurt by these men, and you're still continuing to be hurt. Even though they're not physically touching you, they are looking at you. They are throwing dollars at you, putting a price on your worth. Our worth is so high, and that's what these ladies do not understand. Our worth is so high. We give life. okay? We give life. You cannot pay life. You cannot buy life. Okay, women are the givers of life. And until we start realizing that, okay, men are not going to respect us as such.
Let me ask you this. Do you think men respect us when we are in our lingerie and when we are on covers of magazines with our asses out? Do you think they respect us like that as well? Like, what's
wrong? I don't think anything's wrong with being proud of your body. The body is also a work of art. If you put that into your body, if you feed yourself right, if you take care of yourself, I mean, some people don't bathe. If you bathe yourself right, if you do whatever is necessary to keep your body together, what's wrong with us enjoying that?
What I have to say to that is this.
I'm not talking about how I feel as a woman, how I feel in my mind. I'm not saying how I feel. I'm talking about how men feel, how they perceive. Now, I'm not saying that I've never taken a sexy picture, because I have. You can Google it. I have.
So have you too.
My thing is, I don't think we can kind of say, the strippers are all the ones that are taking that heat, because we as women, when we put these images out there of ourselves, like scantily dressed, like what type of image does that give to men, like to men?
I think that there's a double standard there, because to me, like, I'm just using myself as an example, the couple pictures that I do have, like in lingerie or whatever, it was like for an image branding kind of thing, and that was a one-time thing. I'm not taking pictures in my bra and my underwear or whatever like every single day, and I'm not having people throwing money at me. I was paid a high price for that photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and those photos weren't even published anywhere. Like, that was just because. And I think that, you go on the strip club, you can see the same girl in there, 12 hours a day, shaking her, butt and putting herself in men's face and then doing things under the table. That's where the difference is. We take the picture for a profession. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sick. But they do that, as a hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
No,
I think for a lot of stripping people.
Real quick, Cece, I think you made a good point too, especially because the modeling and a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of people that do model because it is an art form. It is something like you said, Cece. You're proud of your body and you not flaunt it, but it is a work of art. It's just like what Sharmisa said earlier. Is you ladies are built for beautiful things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep it one.
Right.
Like if you can, like Sharmisa said, if you could give birth, and if you could do all these things that of course men can't do, and other things. I mean, you ladies are and I always say this on every show that I do. I mean, you ladies are some of the most rare creatures on the planet. So why not enjoy what you have while you had it? While you have it. But modeling is an art form, and like Cece said, it's to that point where I feel like if you're doing your model thing, do your model thing, and who gives a damn what the other dudes say? And don't use, it's kind of like, you got to use your powers for good, not evil. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like some women do that, though. They use it for evil when, you should be able to look at it on a whole little different scale. Now, I ain't going to never tell no model chick that, you should be like somebody else, because I don't even know how the other person rocked personally or anything like that, because, you look at Tyra Banks, I use her as an example because she did break a lot of barriers. Just professionally, like I said, I don't know her personally, so, I'm putting that out there just because it's but it's deeper than that, though. Like, to me, she was able to take her business and expand her business. Like, if you inspire to be somebody on that level and be bigger than her, then hey, you know what? Work that. Find your way to do what you got to do. Now, I don't know what, aside from hard work, I don't know everything under the sun that it took for her to be able to get to that point, but she made it, and she made the best out of it. So,
but listen to that.
Go ahead, honey.
Okay.
you say Tyra Banks. Okay, the girls that are trying to come into the model game nowadays,
right?
Excuse me, they come out trying to wear next to nothing. They come out wearing the thongs, you know, and the butt shots and all of that. They are making modeling distasteful. Okay, modeling is supposed to, when you look at a model, okay, you are selling a brand. Okay, that model is supposed to be branding something. You flip over in a hip-hop magazine, and I use hip-hop because it's mostly seen with us. You flip over in hip-hop magazine, all you see is booty, chest, and tattoos. Where is the art in that? There is no art in that.
My question is this. In a show such as Ray J, in The Love of Ray J, where 20 women are making buffoons of themselves for the love of one man that really ain't going to love them in the end.
You're right. Right about that.
I find it hard to find what are we supposed, I mean, nothing besides entertainment in that. What's supposed to be so amazing and awe about that? Not to knock whoever does it or not to knock Ray J, but where is the self-respect in that? I mean, you're going to kiss a man and then kiss
I would tell you this.
And you know about that. So where's the self-respect in that besides being on one magazine where many men look at you, but none of them touch you?
I would tell you this.
I don't see the difference.
Okay, well, from being on that show, it just depends on, and I'll say this just from my personal experience, it just depends on who you are as a person and what your particular motives are. I can honestly say that I went on that show. Ray and I never did anything together. The most I ever did for Ray was give him that one dance, that one time. You know, that's the most that I ever did with Ray. Me and Ray did.
Well, you're an exception, because I know.
Me and Ray, but you have to go on there. Yeah, you have to go on, if you're going to go on that type of show, you have to make that show work for you. And, like, some of the girls went on there, and they were already previously involved with Ray J. So, obviously, that's where the sex is going to come in. Ray J, when you think about Ray J, you think about sex tape. So, when you think about the girls that go on his show, everybody is automatically going to have in their mind, oh, okay, well, Ray J made sex tape.
I don't think about sex tape when I think about him. Sorry.
I mean, when I think about Ray J, I think about Moesha. Actually, I mean, that's what I think about. I think about Moesha. But some people, I'll say some of my church members, you know, and don't tell me, I don't know how they heard about the sex tape, but they did. You know, you gonna go on that show? You gonna go on that show and that man made a sex tape? How do you know about it? I never seen it.
No doubt.
You know, but just for me as a person, I went on there with the mentality, you know, I am not going to, give somebody my body who's already had hundreds and hundreds of women. I'm not going to objectify myself any further because you're already being an object of somebody's affection when you're on TV. But I'm not going to make myself an object of negativity other than my attitude on the show.
Let me say this too real quick. Let me say this. Tuesday ladies night. Tuesday ladies night. With host.
I didn't want to have sex with him though. I care about my life, honey.
Seven Jen, like, you know, to me, I feel like, you know, what the whole thing, like, when people think of, you know, Frank, they think of living with your mama. Like, that's just, you know, Frank lived with his mama or whatever. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. Like, to me,
Frank,
you know, that shut up. You know who Frank the Entertainer is. Shut up. You know that dude. Yeah.
Who's that? Brandon?
No.
Oh man.
I'll fill you in later, Charmise.
Yeah. Continue your sentence.
Yeah, because right now, we're definitely not going to get that man no plug. But what I want to say to that is, and you know, y'all ladies correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, to me, it is a part of entertainment when it comes to that. I mean, there is, you know, and a lot of it comes down to it. Let's just keep it one, though. I mean, you have like a ton of, you know, groupie chicks, and it might be a few level-headed women that's going to do it the right way. Like, you know, I haven't heard anything or seen anything from Sharmisa. I haven't seen anything from Steph. I haven't seen anything from Jen that made me think that y'all was just a bunch of groupie chicks. You know what I mean? Let's just keep that one. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing when it comes to it. And then real quick on the flip side before before Steph gives her opinion and stuff, but Cece, like, you know what I'm saying, she's out there modeling, doing a lot of different things now. Again, like, there's some things I feel is appropriate, tasteful, and how you conduct yourself overall. And to me, it's like, that's why I got respect off top for you, because I feel like just from what I've heard and known, like I don't see you out there like putting yourself in people's laps and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta applaud you for your.
I don't chase nothing that don't chase me. I'm not a groupie. If they don't chase me, I don't chase back.
Thank you for saying that. If women would just realize that men are supposed to chase you, don't go out chasing these men because they ain't gonna care about you.
Mhm.
They are not going to pay you any attention. If you are focusing all your attention into that man and he ain't focusing on you, honey, move on, move around.
Wait, how come we can't chase each other, though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But, okay, that's a difference, okay? If we're chasing each other, then it's not a chase. We just together.
Y'all running the race.
Yeah, we just side by side, holding hands, going in the same direction.
No doubt.
But if I'll use me as another example, okay, I was talking to this guy, my ex-boyfriend, for about 2.5 years, and then I realized about 2.5 years later that he didn't come to my house not once. We didn't go on not one date. He didn't pick me up not one time. He didn't buy me not one thing. And at the end of the relationship, I realized, like, what was I doing? Chasing his ass.
Steph, Shar, he gets that right there. Like.
I'm sorry. And you know why? It was because I was blinded by lust. I was lusting after what I was getting from him. I was head over heels. You ask me right now, I can't stand this mother. I mean, we're still friends. He's still cool. But will we ever be back together? Hell no, because I realized that he was dating Kara, Maria, Ashley, Shaniqua, Marissa, and whoever else. Maria. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Oh, my head is hurting. I'm going to cry.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We don't need that.
Oh, I want to go bust the windows out of his car right now. I'm sorry.
Look at you.
Girl, I'm going to help you.
It's like, I'm so upset. That just made me think, why am I even sitting right here right now? Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you this question in a little bit. When I'm gonna ask Steph and I'm gonna ask Jen first. Like,
okay.
When it comes to the whole thing, like, to me, I feel like, as women, and I'm saying that to all women. I'm saying that to, I'm saying that to Steph. I'm saying that to Jen, Sophia, Cece, Shar, like all you listeners out there that's keeping it one. Like, to me, I think this is an ill ladies panel because, I mean, y'all keeping it one. Y'all keeping it to the point where it's just like, hey, you know what? I'm learning more about y'all ladies as I sit and do this show. So what's one thing, especially because we already know, like, when you have millions of people, you know what I'm saying, really just kind of like in that same zone as far as, we don't want y'all women, y'all African-American women to be bashed no more. What do you think, Steph? What's it going to take for really people to really recognize and realize that, hey, you know what, we could be a force too?
Oh, man, like I was saying earlier, like, us ethnic women that's in the public eye are going to have to step up, step up to the plate and really just address it, because I think people will really pay attention to them more than, like normal people, like you say, like somebody that's on a radio show every day trying to get the word out, Yeah, so I most definitely think ethnic women that's in the public eye, in the industry or whatever, need to really step up and address the issue.
I got you. Jen?
I really just, same thing, I don't know if it's something that really needs to be spoken or if it's just something that just needs to be like a movement that needs to be done. I mean, I think we have people like, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Madea, Tyler Perry. We have people like Tyler Perry. And I like Tyler Perry's films, but I think when we have so many stereotypical movies, like you're our outlet. You're our stepping stone. Like, don't give us the same stereotypical, BS that the white folks see us as. Like, give us something different. Give us something that, black women can look up, or any kids can look up and say, oh, that was a good movie. I like that. And I like that girl in there because she's a new actress and, she's somebody new on this thing that I haven't seen before. Like, give us a stepping stone. We have so many black people already out there doing their thing. Just give someone else a stepping stone. If you can't make it run, you can't run with it right now and just show your own beauty and show your own success as a black person, give someone else a chance. Someone else that looks like you a chance,
And do it in a way where, where society can still be entertained. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. CC, what about you, honey?
Like I said, I agree with the ladies as far as the fact that when you're in the public eye, regardless if you want to be or not, you are a role model. And as far as on the entertainment side, you don't have to be perfect. And we know, at times you're human, so negative is going to come out of you. But just make sure that you balance it with, with some positives as well, so people can see the whole picture and know, that we are humans and we're all striving to do something better. So even though, right now, I'm talking shit and making you laugh, but, we...
Somebody talking in the back.
I'm sorry, that's them talking.
Y'all are so rude.
I like the whole conversation. That's why I'm like, somebody talking.
Stop. I'm not being rude. Hold on for just a second, you guys. I'm going to answer the question in just a minute.
All right.
Hey, can I talk a minute, son?
Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Hold on.
Hello?
Let me take care of the ladies first real quick before you speak, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
But before I put Sharmisha, go ahead, baby. You good.
Okay. Tell me the question again because I forgot.
Nah, just...
Sorry.
First off, how you feeling? Because, you still got that little bronchitis stuff real
Yeah,
bad.
it's viral bronchitis.
You okay, girl?
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
Nah, but you've been sick for a minute, though. You good? You
got
antibiotics? You straight?
Well, there's not any antibiotics to treat it, so they said that my body just has to kind of push it out. So they said 30 to 45 days. It's been like 32. So.
Wow. All right, bro. You know, like I left you on Twitter, just make sure you don't really go grind too hard. I know, a woman's work is never done, but you got to take it down, sweetheart. Get some rest.
Oh no, I am. I'm resting.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say is just as far as how we all know that all these millions and millions of people, entertainers and everything got this whole stigma about black women, out there as far as men bashing women like that. So what do you feel like it's gonna take in order for this to kind of turn around though?
I feel like it's gonna take women to start speaking out. To when men try to disrespect them or don't hold them in high esteem, women need to start putting them in their places. Women also need to start, I would say, checking men, telling them what they want, what their needs are, what their desires are. And we have to be able to teach people, not just men, teach each other, how to respect, each other as people, not just as men or not just as women. When we all start learning how to respect ourselves, everybody will respect us.
You know what, Carmen? I think that what you said, I think we already do that. I think we already tell men what we want. We already let you know what we deserve, and men automatically say, "Oh, well, she's just a gold digger. She always wants something. Or she black women are too demanding, or she always nagging and this and that."
Mm-hmm.
They can't open their minds because they only think in one way. Like we've been trying to tell them, and sometimes I think it takes just maybe we don't need to. Not saying we don't need to hold our black men up on a pedestal because we're all going to have black children. We're not going to have a white child. We're all going to have black children. I think it comes from just teaching, just teaching our youth, and then just, you don't have to date black men. You can date any type of man that treats you well. So I think we get stuck on, I'm just going to be with a black man, my brother, I'm going to love him, I'm going to have a black. We get so stuck on that, but our black men aren't stuck on that like they aren't stuck on us like we're stuck on them.
We need to be colorblind, because love has no color.
Right.
You're right.
Love has no color. And I think that when people actually, when people actually learn the true meaning of love and where it really comes from, which is above, it's within us. If we all, have love within us, if people actually just realize that we can love each other, and I'm all about peace and love and not war and, all stuff like that. So forgive me if I sound all sentimental and, fake, but I'm serious. Everybody has to learn, how to love. And if you learn how to love, you know how to respect. And if you know how to respect, there won't be any violence. And if there's no violence, there's peace, and then there's no war.
No doubt.
And that's just, how we should follow.
No, I think you're right. And before I throw this out to Sophia, too, because I want her opinion also, I feel like when it comes to what you just said, Char, like, you got to start, everybody got to start when you love yourself unconditionally, when you have a relationship with yourself.
With God.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one. Yourself is 1A. You know what I'm saying? That's like your second one. You definitely got to have your, whatever belief you have, you know what I mean, out there. Like, I'm not going to hate on nobody's religious beliefs. Y'all believe what you want to believe. But I'm just saying, if you have a relationship with yourself and the higher power, like, you can't be touched. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, you should be okay to be able to allow somebody that's deserving to be around you. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're, everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, it will
and
stumble and fall.
that's where you have to learn how to forgive.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then push it through. But, Sophia, same thing. Like, and you're, I think you're probably the youngest power lady on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always the youngest one.
You're
How old are you?
I'm only 19. I'm going to be 20 in July.
Oh, yeah, you're the youngest.
Hey. You're no longer a teen, girl. Like, with you growing up, honey, like, and I know you've seen it all, like, already with a lot of stereotypes, stereotypical stuff. But I mean, what you think, honey, as far as all this stuff? What you think needs to get better?
It's just so many things that can be changed. I think first with women in general, because a lot of women just put up with it, or just like they think that if you're quiet or don't say anything, then that just makes it go away. But it doesn't. And sometimes when you say stuff, people kind of pass it by and be like, yeah, whatever. You're just saying that just to say it. But truthfully, sometimes when you do speak the truth and when you are right about something, sometimes people are, ignorant or just don't want to change, and they're just stuck in their minds and they're like, yeah, whatever, I'm still going to think whatever I can think, no matter if you have the proof or not. Some people are just stuck in that way and really
stuck in that same old rut.
Yeah,
Vito, I know you had a comment, bro. Go ahead, man, and say what you say your piece.
Okay, thank you for letting me talk, ladies, and thank you, Brandon, for making me be a part of the panel and shit. I appreciate that. But anyway, I'm gonna say something about the B word. I ain't gonna say it on the show because I don't want to disrespect you guys like this.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm just messing around with some switchboard stuff. I'm just playing. Nah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I had to do it, bro.
That's okay, brother. That's okay.
I'm just playing. Go ahead, dude.
But yeah, with the B word, I write a lot in my lyrics. Okay. But I don't see it as calling,
you know, you guys are B. You get what I'm saying? I don't mean it that way. I don't.
And you know, it's sad that you don't mean it that way, because that's what's wrong. People use the word too loosely nowadays.
Yeah,
bitch. It's funny that he knew exactly what I was talking about. Because we throw the word bitch around so much, people are saying, oh, no, it doesn't mean anything. You're taking the true meaning out of it. Bitch was created to objectify a woman and make her a property. Make her, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Because you hush.
I try not to see it as that, girl. You know, I love all women of all shapes and all sizes. You get what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter to me. And when that comes out in my lyrics, that's just the lyrics. I mean, it's just basically most of it's all real talk, but not all of it. Some of it's, you know, basically just written because it makes the song.
Let me stop
I'm sorry that you have to use bitch to make your song feel like better. I'm sorry.
Real quick. Let me stop you there, because to me, like kind of like what Shar said too, it just kind of defeats the whole purpose. Like if you don't mean it, don't say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't mean
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if
that's teaching our kids that it's okay to say bitch.
Nah, but not even that though. Like, you know, not even that. To me, it's kind of like, you know, there's a lot of loose women out there. Okay, you know, if you're gonna throw that out there, if you're gonna write a song, you're gonna throw it out at the loose women. But don't just do it because it sounds good. Not only that, if you're gonna put the word bitch in a lyric, a rhyme, or
you gotta be talking about yourself.
Not just that though. Make sure you put some meaning into that though. Don't just be like, I was kicking it with my bitch, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Nah,
I got a bitch.
Do it.
I'm just, you know what? I'm
do it in a way that's official though. Nah, but I feel you though, Char. Like seriously, like that's to me. Just put it with some meaning. It has to mean something. If you're gonna throw a word bitch out there, put it out there with some meaning. Like, you know what I mean?
You can have a good phrase with the B word. You can have a good phrase with the B word, just like, you know, like
you cannot have a good phrase with the B word.
That girl's queen.
Nah, stop, bro. Stop, because you digging and not only that, man, you throwing it out there on ladies' night, man. Don't do that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Time out. Okay, that was a Twitter battle going on today about Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim, who's the biggest, baddest bitch. Both of them can be the biggest and baddest bitches, but they can. You can be a big, bad bitch, but I'm going to be a bright, beautiful woman, okay? Now, what you're saying, the queen bitch, okay, who wants to have that title, really? A ghetto, disrespected woman who is flashing her cooter whacker, I'm sorry, I don't say the other word, around, you know, using herself as an object. She's saying, what did Lil' Kim say? She can make a Sprite can disappear in her stuff, and Nicki Minaj wants to go down on women. They can have the bitch title, but you don't put a real woman in the category of a bitch. You don't do that. I'm sorry, you got to get off.
Hey, you know what? With that being said, Steph, what do you think? Like, especially with that whole Kim Minaj stuff, or whatever, like, you know, and I think Char made a good point, like, you know, everybody's trying to go run and go get the title of the baddest bitch out there, but, you know, really? Like, do you really want that title? Seriously?
Yeah. Well, first, let me say about the B word or whatever. I think it a lot comes from lyrics. You know, people saying it in their lyrics, so, you know, people think it's okay to use that word. You know what I mean? Just like Queen B. You know, she the queen, B-I-T-C-H. So other people feel like, you know, other people that probably look up to Kim or consider her their role model or something, they'll say the same thing. Oh, I'm Queen B too. Just like everybody swear they Barbie now because Nicki Minaj with this Barbie stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So it got a lot to do with, you know, a lot of people in the industry and a lot of lyrics that people sing or, you know, rap. And especially about that Nicki Minaj stuff today, I got on Twitter. I saw that whole thing, and I was like, you know, you got to be freaking kidding me. Like, they are really going over the top with this. Like, me personally, when it comes to them two, when I see Nicki Minaj, I do see Lil' Kim. Like, her video, Massive Attack or whatever, that's all I saw was Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was the first one to come out with, white blonde wigs, blue, green, all this, outrageous stuff.
He's a copycat.
He did it on that Crush on You joint, like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She
So,
rocked that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
so,
see,
go ahead, baby.
and I don't blame I don't blame Kim from saying what she say. Like, you copying my style, but you disrespecting me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel where she coming from with that. So, like I say, when I see Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying, she has some great lyrics. She's a great person. But like I say, when I see her and when I see, like, videos and stuff she do, that's all I see is Little Kim.
Right.
So, give respect where respect is due. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Don't.
I'm sorry if I disrespected you.
No. Yeah, hold on.
I'm sorry if I disrespected you.
And Jen, with the whole thing as far as, the Nicki Minaj and
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.